I got this fucking shit. Okay, what's his name? The biggest drug lord in Colombia. The one that was like the huge one. The one that was like
Danger Dave.
No.
Oh, El Chapo.
Yeah, maybe not El Chapo, but the other guy.
Pablo Escobar.
Pablo Escobar. When did Pablo Escobar die?
Yesterday. No, like 70s, 80s, maybe 80s.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. Maybe. Perhaps.
No, he died in like 1993.
Oh,
and I remember
if you know, why are you asking me?
Because I thought he died like in 2000 and like fucking 14 or something. Like there was like a drug lord that just recently died the exact way he died. But
okay.
then I watched the countdown and it said he died in 1993. So I'm like, okay, if he died in 1993, he obviously, why did they play this video in like 2015 of them finally taking down this huge drug lord in Colombia? And it was the exact same shot. So it's like a personal Mandela effect. I just had to bring that up.
Weird, dude.
Yeah, because for me, Pablo, what is his name again? Pablo Escobar did not die in 1993. He actually died in like 2015.
April 26, 1992.
Yes.
There was a riot on the streets. Tell me, where were you?
I was in jail.
You were
in 1876.
at home watching your TV while I was participating in some anarchy.
What was the time? What was the time period?
April 26, 1992.
If it was 1992, I would have been 6 in 92. Was I 6?
You would have been 6 in 1992?
I think I would have been 6 in 1992.
6 in 1992.
Were you 6 in 92?
Yeah, I was probably 6 in 1992. No, I was like...
You were probably 4.
I was born in 87.
I was born in 86.
86. Why are we so quiet all of a sudden? We got to talk louder.
Here it comes. Here it comes, Mark. The money shot. We could just do a whole podcast like this with the loud man voice.
All right. Welcome back to the fucking show.
Welcome back to episode, I think this is 11. Didn't we talk about episode 11 on episode 9, Mark?
No, yes. We're going to skip 9 and 10.
We're going to skip 9 and 10, and now we're at 11. But we really are at 11, I think.
We're actually at 10.
We're actually at 10?
This is 10.
Well, we're going to skip 10 and go to 11 because that seems to be the theme of everything. The iPhone, the video games, like everything just skips an entire fucking whole episode. So, and I thought it was 11 on the way over. So I prepared for episode 11, but I did not prepare for episode 10. So we'll have to film this backwards. We'll have to go back in time, come back, film episode 10, and then put out episode 11 afterwards. So it'll be like it never happened. So it'll be like this episode is already episode 10. Like right now this episode is 10 because we would already have went back in time.
No, I understand.
Met ourselves behind us and seen that we had already switched to episode 10 and stopped the confusion of episode 11. And we would have never went back in time.
There's no stopping the confusion. I'm already confused. But I kind of see what you're saying. A little bit.
Yeah.
Perhaps. All right, let's do it.
All right.
Let's do that,
All right.
man.
All right, cool. We're going back in time. This is episode 10 now.
Cool.
So
awesome.
I hope you guys enjoyed the travel through time.
My dick hurts a little bit after that. After that travel through time, it stretched it out.
It would have. It would have been like The Fly. Like if we were able to travel through time, actual time travel, it's theorized that like our DNA could possibly get ruined. It could like cross with something else as we're coming back. So say we warped in back here, but like your face was like melted into this chair and like
ouch,
my body was the floor.
That'd be fucked up. I wouldn't want.
And
that. Let's not do that.
It would suck.
It would.
It would be like a Rick and Morty.
It would suck
It would
and
be like
blow.
a Rick and Morty transport.
Yeah.
Like you scratching your own back. Like,
and the green portals and shit.
Yeah,
that'd
like
be cool to have the gun that creates the portals.
The portal gun.
I know where I'd go.
Where would you go if you had a portal gun? Like right now, if I just pulled out a portal gun and was like, "There you go, Mark, you have a portal gun now."
Michigan.
But
Yep.
you can't like go through the portal. You can only see it.
Oh, I can't go through it. I can only see it.
Yeah.
I can only see that in the portal.
You can only see that in the portal.
All right, I guess that's good enough.
Yeah. All right.
Where would you go?
If I had a portal gun that I can only see in the portal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can only do it once, or can I do it like multiple times? Because I would probably like span it out. Like if I could do it like 2 or 3 times, I would go to like a couple of free events, and then I would probably like, I don't even know. Like I would probably go somewhere like something cool, like if it's gonna be like I'd probably sit
Like
at the
another
beach
planet?
for a day or
Oh,
something.
gotcha.
Or maybe another planet. Like how cool would that be if you went to Titan? One of
You'd have
Jupiter's
to
moons.
like prepare yourself and shit. You know?
No, because it's just in the. Well, does the portal like bring the weather out? Because if it brings the weather out, I'm going to fucking Jupiter's moon that rains diamonds because of the atmosphere that brings down the.
Are you coming back? Well, so you're actually going there.
Well, you can't get through the portal. You can just see it.
Yeah.
So that's pointless.
You're right.
So you can go through the portal now.
Well, let's go through the portal and start the episode.
All right.
Welcome to Buncha Podheads number 10. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
We are back, and this is number 10. Apparently, we went through time. Already filmed 11.
We did
and
film 11.
Came back and are now filming 10 at this moment. We might even go live by the end.
Possibly.
So
we may have already went live.
We won't only be in the future. We will have come back to the past to record the future, but also be in the present by the end of it at the same time.
Well, that's Einstein's theory on time. Time is linear, and it's all happening at one time.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not get too complicated. Let's not do it all again.
Let's not do all the time warp again. We'll just go right into episode 10.
My point is, this is episode 10 of the Bunch of Podheads podcast.
Bunch of Podheads podcast.
It's been a while, sir. What you been up to?
Nothing much, man. A lot of working, a lot of planning and getting prepared for school. And working on all that. I thought of a video. I was just thinking about putting like a standalone video out explaining to like the people that don't watch the podcast what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But then I was like, man, I don't know what I want to do. Like, do I want to just like videotape myself and just put it out like that, or do I want to like put some kind of like gameplay in the background so like it's something natural to them, like. Because maybe I can download it and put it on my phone and try to put the play-by-play to where I'm down here talking and there's the whole game playing in the background or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I got a couple games recorded, but I just haven't done like an actual recording.
Like done anything with it.
Yeah, done anything with it. And I feel like once school starts, I'll be like just banging stuff out like in the beginning, just trying to get stuff out there. Like obviously not stuff that's going to get uploaded. But just like so much, like I'll be on the computer like nonstop. Like I'll be less work, more school,
which is still kind of work.
Work, yeah, which will be work.
That'll be stressful, but at least it'll be going towards something you're gonna enjoy more than work.
Yes, it'll be definitely going towards something awesome.
Well, nice.
Yeah,
so that's what you've been up to. Nothing else.
That's what I've been up to.
That's probably good though. That's what you're focusing on.
Yeah.
Awesome, dude.
What about you?
You always do a little update and shit.
Yeah, I know you've been doing a few different podcasts.
Not much. Wrapping this place up. Went through some shit for a little bit. Just trying to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do. Because I'll probably be moving in the next few weeks, and if not sooner. And
that'd be interesting. New scenery.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Get some like soundproofing.
Well, it's gonna be
some like foaming in there.
It's gonna be a house that's tore up.
Okay.
That it's been completely gutted, like probably just drywall at that point.
So it's
like
just
once
gonna
I move
be
in.
you. Like you should videotape that. Like you just putting it together. Like that could be your vlogs.
I should actually.
Like, you could
that's
vlog
not a bad
yourself
idea.
Together, like
because I'll be living out of because the way it's a 3-bedroom house.
Okay.
The 1-bedroom was a big ass room, like the size of a large living room, and we already built a master bathroom and a walk-in closet.
Oh, nice.
In there, and then there's a pretty sizable
in the walk-in closet. Like you just walk in.
No,
the
like there's side by side. There's a sizable
okay.
bathroom, and then right next to it there's a closet you can walk into. So there's like 2 doors.
That's cool. Not. You're like pooping while you're getting
that's
your
all
shirt.
there, but like it's not finished or anything. What'd you say?
I said you'd be like pooping, putting your shirt, like trying shirts on and stuff.
The toilet's not in the closet.
Okay, I get that.
You can't even access the closet.
I just
from
thought
the
how
bathroom.
cool that would be, like if you were trying like different shoes on and you were pooping at the same time. Like,
I mean, you could do that essentially if you had all the shoes around.
Yeah, but you don't want to do it in the bathroom. But
no,
I like
I like to concentrate when I'm doing my business in there.
Well, I'm always looking at my phone,
peeps.
looking at memes. Looking at memes, reading articles. Like that's
Supercard.
when I get most of my reading in is when I'm pooping.
I usually like get a couple matches in on Supercard.
Yeah, so do I. Get a few.
I'm sure everybody wants to know what we do while we poop, right?
Yeah, they really do. But yeah, back to the renovation idea. That's a really cool idea. Like,
well, yeah. My point is that I'll be living pretty much out of that room.
Okay.
And maybe like a little bit of a kitchen.
Yeah.
Downstairs, but so it's gonna be weird.
That will be a little bit weird. It'll be interesting though. I think you'll be actually closer to me too.
Probably slightly. I don't know. It's just a few minutes from here.
Okay.
It's not far.
Yeah, I'm like a few minutes from here too, but like I'm just a hop, skip, and literal run down the street. So it's like it's not too far, but it's like past where it would like a normal like I don't know. If you moved a couple minutes closer my way, you'd be closer, I guess.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just noticed we're quite quiet all of a sudden.
We do getting.
I guess we have to talk right into this motherfucker.
Getting quiet.
You know what I mean?
You just gotta suck that off.
Because I actually have a point.
Like I feel like I'm a WWE star when I'm holding the mic like this. Like
Enzo Amore.
I feel like I'm fucking. You know, he's the real one now.
Yeah,
like,
I follow him on Instagram.
Mic, like, is this how you hold your mic when you're a G?
Apparently, it's like how a fancy person holds a wine glass when they hold it like between their fingers like this.
Like, is that a margarita glass though, or is that a wine glass?
Usually, I see it as a wine glass.
But would you?
I guess you could do it with a margarita glass.
Oh, speaking of margarita glasses, imagine if Edward Scissorhands was played by Tom Cruise or anybody besides Johnny Depp.
Okay.
Like there was other people that they casted for Edward Scissorhands, and like I don't know if they actually have any pictures or anything of them in the costume. Could you imagine anybody else in that outfit besides Johnny Depp at that point? Like Tom Hanks.
No.
Tom Cruise.
I can't.
Because they were just throwing parts at those guys at that point in time. So like they were going to get casted in Tim Burton movies like that.
That's crazy. Yeah, usually there's a few different choices. Like I know for Bubba Gump and Forrest or
yeah,
not Bubba for Bubba, not Bubba Gump, but for Bubba, I can't remember his last name, but yeah, the shrimp guy.
No, it wasn't Bubba Gump because Gump was Forrest.
Gump was Forrest. Yeah, it was called Bubba Gump Shrimp, is what it was. But
yeah, Bubba Gump Shrimp.
The guy who played him, they had offered it to both Dave Chappelle first, and he turned it down.
Okay.
And Ice Cube, and he turned it down too.
Both completely opposites of the spectrum. Like,
yeah, could you imagine either one of those?
Could you imagine Ice Cube and Forrest Gump?
Not at all.
As like the obligatory
like shrimp.
Yeah.
Shrimp.
Sure. Like Dave Chappelle, you want some goddamn shrimp? Some fucking shrimp?
Shrimp scampi.
Shrimp scampi.
You know, all kind like when he's just naming it. I can't think of any other like.
And that was like gangster Ice Cube at that point. So that would have been Jerry curl like
mid-90s.
Yeah,
like mid to late
wearing
90s.
Wearing a flannel shirt, fucking Jerry curl with a hat on that said Compton on it, like. Or no, Oakland.
Where are you from? I'm from Compton, motherfucker.
From Compton, motherfucker.
Like the drill sergeant wouldn't know what to do with him.
Yeah.
No.
Was he part of the army?
Yeah, that's where he met him.
Oh yeah.
First when he got on the bus.
I thought he just met him on the boat. To be honest with you,
they were homies from then.
They were homies since the boat. They both came over on a boat, didn't they?
No.
Or did only one of them come over?
They met in the army, and then
they did meet in the army.
He died, and then Forrest started Bubba Gump Shrimp in his memory because that was his dream. He wanted to get a shrimping boat and start a shrimping business. So
didn't he
Forrest
die from like some kind of disease? There was a lot of like.
No, he died in the war in Vietnam.
Okay.
Did you see the movie, man? That's like a classic.
I did see the movie. I just don't. I only remember. I remember the captain getting blown up. I remember
he did, but he.
I remember Tom Hanks saving the captain. I remember the part where it was like shrimp gumbo, shrimp salad. I remember all of that. I just don't remember them. There was just pieces I'm missing. I guess.
Yeah.
I'm just missing some pieces there.
Well, put the pieces together, Jesse. Jesus.
Put the pieces together, Mark.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk about that video game show?
Video game show?
Video game show.
What the fuck are you talking about?
The video game show.
That you can't just say the same thing 3 times in a row and expect me to understand it better.
The show about the video game show.
The show about the video game show.
Yeah, the show about the video game show.
You basically just said the same thing. All right, give me more than that. Say different words.
All right, we'll talk about Westworld then.
Westworld.
Yes.
Okay, that's all you had to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
All right, I have not watched it. Sell me on this show. Sell me on Westworld right now.
All right.
And I'll go home and watch it.
Just for some context for the listeners, I'm all caught up on the second season. It's on right now.
Now is this a Netflix show? Is this like
it's
on
Netflix? It's on HBO.
Okay.
It's really fucking good. I love it. The first season was great. The second season, I'm now starting to like as much or more than the first season, but at it was kind of slow because without any spoilers, like because of everything that happened the first season, you kind of wondered, okay, well, where the fuck's it going from here? And
okay.
They're kind of slowly getting to where it's going from here.
Yeah.
But basically, the concept of the show is this guy in like a somewhat near future, a not so distant future, Anthony Hopkins, actually.
Oh, nice. I love Anthony Hopkins.
And his partner, who is dead, and he's not actually on the show, but he talks about him all the time, created this theme park that people can go to in like this digital space, I guess, or I guess I don't really quite understand, but they go there, and it has like a real like Black Mirror type vibe.
Okay.
But and pretty much it's all in like a Western setting.
Original?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's based on a movie from like the 70s and a Michael Crichton book, the guy that made wrote Jurassic Park and shit. But yeah, there was a movie in like the 70s or something.
Okay.
But it's like a Western world, like old Western movie world, and it's inhabited completely by hosts, they call them, but robots that are just like humans. Look, you wouldn't be able to know that they weren't human. And you can do whatever the fuck you want. You can fuck, kill, whatever, anything you want, aside from other people that are there, obviously, and they can't hurt you at all. You can get shot and stuff, and it hurts, but you can't die. You know what I mean? You're not gonna die, and like you. So do you stay in this?
Do they stay in this simulation like all the time?
You can. You could. I guess you go for as long as you want to, or whatever.
Oh, so they come out of it like.
And it's basically like a game. Yeah. There's all different kinds of things you could do. There's all kinds of different storylines that are already set up for you and stuff, and like it's all extremely lifelike and real.
Wow,
like,
that would be amazing.
And it is pretty awesome.
Like I would love to go. I would love to like chip in like in Black Mirror where he just puts the little and goes into the cloud game.
Yeah.
And he's like the star captain or whatever.
And then, without any spoilers, this is kind of the whole point of the show. So I think if you read any synopsis or anything on IMDb about it that wouldn't be considered spoilers, you would know this.
Yeah.
But throughout it's all like this in this futuristic world and shit. And there's these characters that are involved in the outside world that are real people, and in the inside, like robot people world that you follow. And but the robots are some of them are slowly starting to become aware of what all this is.
Okay.
And what's happening. And
so like they're becoming
the fact that they're just play toys for humans. Like, you know what I mean?
So they're going to the Sentinel like
I guess. Like it's complicated. Without giving too much away, that's the best I can describe it.
Interesting.
But I definitely recommend it.
I definitely want to see it.
And I think there's only like a few. There's usually only like 10, or maybe there was 12 episodes. I think there was only 10 episodes.
How long are the episodes?
An hour. Actually, one of them this season was over an hour.
Was it like the mid-season?
Like an hour and like 12 minutes or 6 minutes or something.
Just a little bit of extra.
But it's HBO, so like there's no commercials or anything. So it's pretty much just
I was thinking
like
about
watching
downloading
a movie.
the HBO app and
but it's got all kinds
free
of
30-day trial of that and watching, or how many ever trial they give you and watching something on there.
I think it's like 30 days. Yeah, because I got it when Game of Thrones came on.
Okay.
And it's only like $20 for HBO Now is what it's called. And you can watch it live while it's on.
Okay. I have it. I have a smart TV, so I could just download the app on there.
Yeah, I got it on the PlayStation.
Okay, I could probably download it on the Xbox.
But I paid another $20 just so I could finish watching Game of Thrones because it's only on for like 2 months.
Is it?
Yeah.
And isn't that over like completely now? Or
no, and 2019 is the last season. It's only 7 episodes.
So they're gonna go balls to the wall in those 7 episodes.
I guess.
Wow. So isn't Game of Thrones the whole concept of a war happening, and they're just gonna collide and like
kinda
conquer?
Like, there's
conquer
a lot
the
going on.
lands?
There's a war going on, and the entire human race and everybody of the world is being threatened by this.
So you need to get
by the
Miggy
White
back on here,
Walkers.
'cause he's caught up with Game of Thrones.
Who, Miggy?
Yeah, he's
oh
caught up
shit,
now.
yeah,
He started watching.
He always sends me messages on
Does
like
he?
little random memes and like videos and stuff
Okay.
on Facebook. I love him, but he just does it a lot,
Yeah,
which
he
is
does.
great. They're all funny
Yeah.
or entertaining
Oh, yeah.
in some way.
Well,
It's
he's
just
like-
it's great because it's just like, oh, Miggy thought of me when he
Yeah.
saw this or whatever. But yeah, we definitely need to
get
Bring
him
him
back
back.
on here. He definitely wants to do another one.
we need to get fucking Nick Cannoncrat and even Alex Hartman on this fucking thing.
I would love Alex Hartman on the podcast.
Oh, me too, dude.
If he goes to well, he doesn't know if he's going to go to the DBZ movie, but if he goes to the DBZ movie, I'm definitely getting him on the reaction video. Like, even if it's just me and him that does the reaction to it, like, I'm going to fucking get him on film.
Shit, you might as
Just
well.
so
hell.
people can, like, his mom works at there now.
Yeah,
His mom.
works at Marianne's. What does
like
she
in
do?
production on
Really?
11 o'clock. Yeah.
No
his
way.
mom is Alex, but 11 o'clock.
No way.
Yeah, dude. I forgot
That's
to tell you
crazy.
that. That's amazing.
Wow, I wonder. I gotta meet
I
Alex.
just want to share. I can't wait till we get him on there because I want to create a T-shirt where he's just like, "Blah, got you, buddy."
do it.
Like a
Let's do
sound
it.
bite. Like when we get big enough, like, and we start creating sound bites, like, got you, buddy. Like when we have more
I
and more
create
guests,
sound bites
because, like,
now.
Because like guests would come on and they would say something like Miggy, like mosquito bee. Like he'd get in the microphone and be like, mosquito bee.
Mosquito bee.
Mosquito bee. And like flick his hair back. You know how Miggy flicks his hair back?
Makes his little noise.
Yeah, he doesn't ever do that. I'm sorry, Meg. If you're watching it, because he actually watched these.
He does make that noise I just made though.
Yeah, he does.
That's his laugh.
He does make an interesting
And then he
noise.
turns into Mickey Mouse when he's upset
like,
about something.
Yeah.
Or like yelling at somebody like, whatever, dude. Like you're fucking stupid, man. You're fucking stupid. That's my Miggy impression. I love you, Miggy.
That was a good one. I like it.
Like I could probably do better if I tried a little harder, had some practice, but that was on the spot, you know.
That
But that was pretty
I like
good
it.
for being on the spot.
It was a good impression. It was a real good impression.
But yeah, we need those motherfuckers. We need to get Doug on here. I haven't seen Doug in forever, and Doug hasn't done a podcast.
I don't know what
in
Doug is
forever.
doing.
Doug was
I-
one of the first ones to do a podcast with me.
I live vicariously through people's Facebooks to find out what they're doing, but no one, when they don't
Yeah.
post what they're doing, I have no idea because I don't keep in contact any other way.
He comments and likes things from time to time. And
just randomly, but he hasn't posted where he's working or what he's doing. Like I assume when he posted himself in a suit, like he was going to a different job or he was going to pursue going back to school or something, or like I just assume he just seems happier now.
well, if you're
Like,
listening,
he really
or,
does seem happier.
or watching, Dougie, hit one of us up.
Yeah.
Um,
we need to get that one guy on here too.
The
That
one
talked
guy?
about the
oh yeah, him.
driver. I can't remember his name. I can never
Who?
remember his name.
The driver.
Yeah, the guy that's always talking to me, but the one that watches our podcast and like drives and shit and
Tim?
listens to it. Not Tim.
I'd like to see Tim though.
Tim's a cool guy. I like Tim.
I don't know. Well, let me know
All right, man.
if anybody else would like to
I know Matt Donaldson wants to get on one.
recommend
He's-
some guests.
Having a conversation with Matt Donaldson would be interesting on here because he's very into it.
We can
Like,
finally get down to brass tacks and find out if me and Matt Donaldson do in fact look alike or not. Because I look at Matt and I don't see the only thing, because everybody confused us all the time.
Did they?
Matt's own father
What?
thought I was
You don't
Matt
look
at one
anything
point.
like Matt Donaldson.
I don't think so either.
You don't look
but
anything like
everybody
his brother,
said that. Like,
or his other brother, which looks exactly like his other
I
brother.
never met any of his brothers, but his dad was a driver.
But I
for
don't
a
know if
while.
his other brother, if he has another brother, looks like his other brother.
You're saying other brother way too much right now.
No, it was the other brother.
No, I get
Matt's
it.
other brother
But you're still saying
looks
it too
like
much.
his other
So
brother.
you're just gonna say it more. This
well,
is
no,
gonna happen.
like his older brother looks like his older other brother. But I'm not
From
sure
another
which-
mother.
I'm not sure which one's older. Like his older mother brother. Or like I don't know.
All right.
I'm confused now.
The point is, we'll finally get down
We'll
to
finally-
it, and
we'll
we will
finally get
ask
him
the
on here.
people
Yeah,
if me and Matt do in fact look
we do
the same.
Yeah,
because,
you need to.
like I said, his own father thought I was him for a minute.
Like he was gonna pick you up.
I was sitting on the bench
Like-
smoking a cigarette in my whites and my
Maybe you look like
Nets.
then, but I don't think so.
and he walked out and said, "Hey, you want your hat? I brought your hat." Or no, he said, "Oh, you have a hat. I brought your hat." And I was like, what? And he's like, I got your hat. And I was like, he's like, oh, you're not Matt. And then he's like, is Matt here? I was like, I think he's inside. And then he goes inside or something like that. And I told Matt about it. He thought it was the funniest shit ever.
That's funny.
But even his own father thought I looked like him. I was like, damn, maybe I do. But maybe I don't see it.
Maybe when you guys shave, you look alike.
No, it's because of the beard.
The beards?
I think.
Well, Matt had the beard with no mustache, though.
But
he had the Amish beard the whole time.
I don't know. All I know is I don't agree with everyone, and everyone said it pretty much.
Weird. I would have never confused you guys. You know who I always confuse? Kubiak and Patrick.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, because of the height.
All the freaking time.
The height,
yeah.
they're both skinny.
When I see Mike walking, I always see Patrick walking. That's weird.
I can't watch Johnny Gargano wrestle without thinking of Kubiak because they look.
They look very similar.
Like a lot like Kubiak. Like if Kubiak
God.
was a few years older.
Fucking Ricochet though.
Oh, dude, Ricochet.
Oh, that flip, bro. I wish I would have seen it live. Like, I don't have NXT right now. I'm thinking about getting Hulu so I can watch all this stuff. But when I seen the video of Velveteen come out and he was like, I've already proved that I can do everything you can do but better, and then he flips out of the freaking ring. I was like, oh my God, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, this is amazing. Because I never watched Ricochet wrestle before. I know Velveteen Dream. Like, I've seen him wrestle, but Ricochet, this is new to me. So I'm like, this is awesome. Like, this is modern day Rey Mysterio right here.
That was like a 7 or 8 foot like jump and drop too.
Yeah, he just ran from the middle of the ring and flipped. Like, for people that are listening to us, like, the video is Ricochet from wrestling runs out of the middle of the ring and flips onto
the outside floor.
And he doesn't biff at all. He just lands on his feet.
On his feet like it's not like almost like you would see like Captain America do in a movie.
The ramp flip when he goes inside.
Yeah,
that's what it looked like.
It looked like CGI.
Yeah, it did.
But
could you imagine if it
wasn't
CGI?
I mean, if it was, everybody in that audience was in on it.
Everybody in the audience didn't see it. Like, no one said. He's standing in the ring. And then he's standing outside the ring, and everybody in the audience just reacted.
And Velveteen Dream's just looking at him like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
Yeah,
he's like,
it was all CGI. It was all that WrestleMania.
But just the way he landed it, like, and he went in, it looked like it would have been in a movie. Like
he landed like he was flying down, like he just gracefully. I know what you're saying. Like his feet came down. There was no.
But I don't think it was.
No. Oh, that would have been the best movie trick ever. Like, what if none of that happened? Like, that was
like
just...
I said, the whole audience would have had to have been in
edited,
on it.
So they just were sitting in there, and they were like, what if we just added Ricochet flipping out of the middle of the ring?
I thought it was live. I thought they did it live on the network.
Well, they do live sometimes, but NXT is recorded like 3 or 4 episodes in advance.
Wow, I didn't fucking know that.
Yeah, dude.
That's nuts.
Yeah. I'm surprised that they can get away with no spoilers. Like, I never see stuff about, like, this guy's going to win on NXT tonight.
It's because it's NXT. It's probably not as highly.
Well, apparently some of the wrestlers want to go back to NXT.
I want to go back to NXT.
Because Vince McMahon's destroying their... My theory is that Vince McMahon is making a shitty product right now, and when he steps back, everybody accepts Triple H and Stephanie and Shane as the new producers, and when they bring that NXT style of wrestling through, everybody accepts that.
Could be.
Because... it's not bad right now.
I don't think
when they take
the
character from NXT and put him on the grand stage, he's nothing like Bobby Roode. He's nothing like he was in NXT.
No, I think things will get better once Stephanie and Triple H take over. I definitely do.
Yes.
I mean, I have my doubts, but
yeah, there's always doubts.
But the way as good as
Vince isn't gonna
NXT
lose
is,
all control, but
I don't think Vince would ruin his good fucking reputation because he's basically the greatest promoter in history.
Yeah,
Vince McMahon is the greatest promoter in the world.
He just signed like $1 billion deal with Fox.
Here's the Bret the Hitman Hart of fucking the best there ever was and will ever be at promoting. And Dana White wishes
wrestling's
he was.
been around for what, 40 years? WWF to WWE brand, not the NWA before that. Just Vince McMahon himself till now.
When even his father was doing it, just not as well before. Yeah. He just
no one was doing it as well then. No one was like promoting like they are now. There was like Georgia wrestling, and then there was Alabama wrestling. Oh yeah,
there was all the different territories.
There was like New York wrestling. Shit. Yeah, like no one was like, we're gonna make all this and make it a network.
Yeah,
networks.
Fucking A.
Fallout's networks.
Well, Vince won because he bought everyone.
Like fucking.
Yeah, you should definitely check out Westworld, dude.
Yeah.
Westworld, dude.
Westworld reminded me of New Vegas.
Yeah, kind of.
Like the way you explained it.
Speaking of, Fallout 76 was announced recently. Did you watch my reaction video?
No.
Oh.
I seen it, but
I didn't motherfucker.
I I haven't really watched any thing but the trailers and what happened during
trailers. I only saw one trailer.
Well, just the trailer, yeah. But the reactions and what happened during the live stream, what they had to do.
Oh, I didn't see that, but I'm gonna watch that now. I didn't know that was there.
Yeah, there's a 12-hour live stream, and apparently
all Bethesda.
Yeah.
Oh,
shit. No, it's not Bethesda, not that. I'm not talking about the teaser.
E3 or something?
Yeah, no, before. Well, E3 comes out in like 2 weeks.
Okay.
I'm talking about just the teaser before the trailer. Just they streamed that.
That please
that
stand by
for 12
thing.
hours.
Yeah.
And the reason they were like trolling people, like at certain points in time they would like move the doll, and like people were coming on drinking water, and they would like do shit and add shit to it. And I guess you have to do on Twitch is every so often you have to do something, or they'll cut your stream. So for like I guess for that whole 12, at the end of that 12 hours, nothing happened. And then Todd Howard came out and was like, "Have we made it wait long enough?" And they're like, "All right, roll the clip." And now they rolled the clip, and it looks like a cut and paste Fallout game.
Yeah.
To you, it looks like Fallout, right? The next Fallout game that's coming out.
Yeah.
Which is very disappointing. Like I wanted Elder Scrolls, but I understand why there's no Elder Scrolls.
No, I was expecting Elder. I even said that in my video.
Now, what's happening? Have you ever seen Ark Survival Evolved?
No.
Have you ever seen Rust?
No.
Have you ever seen DayZ?
Jay-Z?
DayZ. Yes,
is that
Jay-Z.
like his little brother?
Yeah, the zombie apocalypse game where everything's open.
Oh, no.
Okay. Okay. Have you ever played a builder? Like Fallout 4, for example. Fallout 4 is like settlement mode and the building and all that. Okay. What that was supposed to be, okay, and this is what a developer said, like a anonymous developer. So this is all, none of this is none of this is confirmed. Like this is all speculation what the game's going to be. But Fallout 76 is said to be that the building in Fallout 4 had manifested into its own game, and the developers of a game called Battlecry from 2015 had got absorbed by Bethesda. So that new studio that they talked about a couple of years ago has been working on Fallout 76 since. And what Fallout 76 is it's 25 years after the bombs had went off. So the Fallout clears, and you have to come out and you have to repopulate, and you have to build, and you have to create Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, because this is only 25 years after the bombs went off, so nothing's going on yet. You're just fighting Deathclaws are being Deathclaws for the first time.
So
there's mole rats just expanding as they're expanding for the first time, and you have to build and you have to survive, and my speculation is, because it says population of 500, is each server is going to hold 500 people, because everybody's like, it's Fallout MMO. If it's a Fallout MMO, it's not. It takes away from the lore, because if there's 40,000 people walking around the wasteland, it's no longer a wasteland.
Yeah.
But if there's 500 people walking around the wasteland, and all of you have to work together to build,
kind of
or
like,
if none of you have to work together, and you could just go into this free roam on servers. Like the main story would be you go out there and you work with your friends and shit, and you would play, and there would be structure to it. But then the online aspect of it would just be a server, and you would just be able to build, and whoever the admin of that server is would be able to set the thing. So, like, say you took 50% rad damage on a normal server, this brings it down to 10% rad damage, so you ain't got to use as much supplies on rads, and it makes it a little bit easier for you. And maybe you get a level jump on this server to where it's whatever they set the stuff for, but they're paying for this server. So, like, that's how Ark Survival Evolved works. Somebody pays for that server, and then they build a community with that server, and everybody goes on there and they build, but everybody has rules, and like you can't just go on there and build scrap and like not obtain it, not build off of it, or you can't just go on there and build on some. But if you got your own server and you set your own rules, you could. Everybody's max level. Everybody's fucking OP as shit. Everybody PvP. Like
this is all your speculation.
This is all like everybody's speculation. This is
so
all,
we don't know if it's.
We don't know anything.
We still don't know.
We have
more
this
than
could
what the
be
trailer
fucking
is.
Fallout single player. This could be just Fallout 76.
See, a Fallout
confirmed, like broke the trailer down. It is 25 years in the future, and the population is 500 for the specific vault.
Yeah. See, I didn't even think about it being like online. Yeah. I just thought it was gonna be like in my that you didn't fucking watch.
Yeah.
My video. No, I'm just fucking with you. But I even said like I thought it was gonna be like the new Vegas for Fallout 4.
Yeah, no. This is Bethesda Game Studios and Battlecry Studios working together to make Fallout co-op survival.
Well, don't I sound like a fucking jackass now? Thanks, Jesse.
I should have watched your video and then called you like, son of a bitch.
Be like, dude, take it down.
Take it down, bro.
You sound like a dipshit.
You sound like a dumbass.
Well, that would be cool though, and it would make sense.
Yeah.
But they basically did this. They could basically do the same fucking thing they did with Elder Scrolls Online with Fallout, because there was a lot of people running around. There was,
Yeah.
but like there wasn't. Once you went outside the cities and shit, there wasn't that many.
They could do that.
And they could just do it on a smaller
Honestly,
scale, because it
could be Fallout co-op.
There were servers, and it took for fucking ever to get on them. But there were a bunch of different servers you could get on that separated people.
I mean, honestly, this could be the new Vegas, and it could just be a Fallout co-op. Everybody could be completely wrong. Like the way the trailer set up for me, like the speculation of the trailer, because the head's cut off, they're gonna do it like Fallout 4. You're gonna be able to create your character. Everybody's out of the wasteland, so nobody's in that vault anymore. The entire vault was empty.
Yeah.
So people have left already. People have left that vault to go out to the wasteland. A speculation is, what if all that little story's going on, and then the game starts, and that's the hub. Everybody's in the vault, and that's the freaking, like, if it's an MMO.
So you're all
like
maybe
everybody's
working
in there
together, or
and you could either all be working together, or it could play out like Elder Scrolls, to where like groups of 4 or groups of 6 or alliances of 50
see,
or whatever.
I have my doubts about all that. That's all way too complicated for them to have done this quickly. I mean, it's been a few years since Fallout 4 came out, but I mean, like,
Well, no, this game's been worked on. This game's been worked on in the shadows for probably years, and then it was worked on with the entire crew since Fallout 4. That's how their games work. What they do is, that's why when they said Elder Scrolls was done, now we're putting the rest of our crew on their next project.
Yeah.
Fallout was already made, and then the rest of the crew came in and polished it up and finished the game for the next couple of years. So this game has probably been worked on for like 5 or 6. This game's probably worked on since 2015 or before, because it got canceled. It was supposed to come out in 2015 and got canceled. So it's been worked on for at least 3 years.
but how long was it canceled for? When do they start it back up again? Because usually if
Well, no,
something's
Battle
canceled,
Cry.
they'd
The
scrap.
original game got canceled. Battle Cry, the game that what the company was going to make originally.
Well, I like
which
I
was
like
like an
the sound
online
of it.
shooter, kind of like Overwatch and shit like that.
I like the sound of the concept of like it's because I thought it was probably a prequel because of what it said.
It is, yeah.
But I thought all the Fallout games took place on like the 2070 something. So 2076 to me still doesn't seem like the right.
Well, no,
time.
it's
Because you're saying that's only 25 years after, but like
I don't know what
wasn't Fallout 4 that was like
Vault
200
76
years
Vault,
later.
The 76 is the vault number. I don't know exactly what time period the.
But on the banner it said Reclamation Day, and
Yeah.
it said sometime to 2070. Maybe it was 20.
Maybe it was 2176.
2270. I can't remember.
Well, because Fallout 3
It
is
was
like
2076.
Fallout
in
3
the,
is like 200 years in the future, and then like Fallout 4 is like another 50 or so years after that. This is only 25 years after the bombs went off. So like this is after World War III in the Fallout lore. So if the bombs went off in 2050, and then it's 25 years after that, or 2051, and it's 25 years after that, 2076 would make sense. Because if Fallout 3 takes place in like 2276, or even around that period, and then Fallout 4 takes place in like 2300, because Fallout 4 takes place a little bit after Fallout 3, and New Vegas just kind of fits in there as its own standalone game by Obsidian.
I don't know. I'm curious to find out. Though.
But
I don't like the online idea though.
I have even more speculation, and this is all my speculation. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what base this is out of, okay? Bethesda Game Studios and Battlecry Studios. Battlecry Studios is the new studio. There's a leak that showed... Well, it's not a leak, but you can pre-order Fallout 76 right now. And on the pre-order, it doesn't say Bethesda Game Studios, it says Bethesda Game Softworks. But Todd Howard has said this is the next game we're working on with the Bethesda Game Studios. And this whole year, the head guy, the producer of Bethesda, he's like... It's going to be a Fallout-oriented year. So there's rumors that Fallout 3 Remaster is coming out for the Switch, probably the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and stuff, obviously.
Fallout 3 Remaster?
Fallout 3 Remaster plus Fallout 76 might come out next month. Like that's the rumor, bro, in July. Like
that'd be insane.
Yeah, bro, like July 10th, like that fast. Like E3 happens and then bam, you got Fallout 76. My theory is because Bethesda Montreal is Todd Howard's studio. That Bethesda Montreal has been working on Starfield, and we're gonna get Rage 2 sometime next year, and then we're gonna get Fallout 76 in July, and then we're gonna get fucking Starfield in fucking like
I don't know what Starfield
October.
is, but I like
Starfield
the name.
is the space version of Fallout and Skyrim. Imagine Skyrim being the past, Fallout being the future, and Starfield being the even further future.
Wow. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, that's what the theory is. Like, that's not just my theory. That's like a combined like group theories of like people that have come up. Like the whole like the future thing, I heard that from somebody else. Like somebody said like Starfield might be the future of Fallout, and then Skyrim is supposedly it's to fit the Bethesda verse. Like they're finally bringing everything together and making their own like multiverse, and well, not really multiverse, but just Skyrim. And then but it doesn't have to really make sense. Like they just say a couple things like back in fucking 1700 when this guy was fighting for this, and you're like, oh, I remember that fucking name, like blah blah blah. So like one sentence could connect all three games, like, and then they got a little bit in the fucking future and they were setting nukes off on each other. They literally only have to say a couple things, and all three games would be connected in that certain way.
What they should do is like the movie wasn't really that great. The movie wasn't bad. I enjoyed the movie. I just wish they would have dove into the world of it more. But did you see that Netflix movie with Will Smith called Bright?
Yes.
Now, I like the idea of a modern day fantasy world. Like it was like if all that fantasy stuff like Lord of the Rings and shit was real and actually happened, what it would be like today.
Yeah.
And that I thought that was really fucking cool. Like all the elves were rich people living in like Beverly Hills and shit. And then, like, the orcs were, like, gangsters.
That shit was hilarious.
Like
when the
Mexicans,
orcs were out on, like,
basically.
they were fucking sitting on the front porch. And, like, oh, no, they were just sitting in the yard, like, talking shit. And he's like, watch this guy. And Will Smith just comes out and starts beating up this fairy and shit from eating his bird feeder.
Yeah.
And just, like,
that was cool.
That was great. And I thought it was going to be a show. Like, it ended abruptly. And I was like, I don't even think I realized it was a movie the whole time watching. I thought it was just a pilot. Like,
no, it's a movie.
I just clicked on it. And, like, sometimes you don't see, like, season 1 or whatever when you're watching on Netflix. But they should, just like, oh, that's a fucking show.
They should make a game like that. Like
that
maybe
would be awesome.
Maybe they should make a Elder Scrolls, maybe for like Elder Scrolls like 7 or something. Like it's like way in the future, not like way in the future, but like our time,
but mythological.
Yeah,
like if all that stuff is real, or all that stuff came to life.
Maybe even like the 70s.
That would be cool.
That like
an L.A. Noire type game,
or fuck it, go back to like make it like the late 1800s or some shit, you know, where everybody's like wearing like suits and
make it like fucking Ash versus Evil Dead and
anything
type time period, or like
that
Monty
would be
Python
fucking cool. Or start like another franchise where you can start like in the past and you can follow the story throughout, and then eventually you get into modern times and it's like all the grandchildren's like all the children's and so on of the people from the first game and shit. Like
that would be cool.
Kind of like Assassin's Creed meets Bright meets Elder Scrolls.
That's awesome. So that would be like
steal that idea, Bethesda.
Say they took like
throw me a few $100,000.
That would be awesome. Say they took Morrowind and then Skyrim, and then they like
I'll take $50,000.
And then they made a game like next to that, and they were like, all right, now we're gonna take you to 2018. And everything that happened from Skyrim till now has been real, and all the stuff never died off, and all the mythological lore was real, and like everything went on. And it comes and it's 2018 modern day, and you just see like, and it starts out like normal people. Maybe it doesn't tell you this is the modern day Skyrim, and like it just starts out and like two hooded people are robbing a bank, and you're like, oh, this fucking got my attention. And then like the hoods come off and they're like orcs and shit, and they're just like booking it from like a cop, and the cop chasing them's like an elf from like the rich town or something, and like shit like that.
You don't find out until like halfway through the movie, or maybe even the end, that the president's last name is Septum. You know what I mean? And he's like an evil Septum.
He's an evil Septum.
He's opened up
Not
gates
to
oblivion.
Rectum.
But that was their name, right?
He's an evil Rectum?
Like Martin Septum was the guy that you were saving and having to bring, because he was supposed to be the
guy
emperor.
That you, in the very beginning that was getting beheaded? Are we talking about the movie, or are we talking about Skyrim?
I'm talking about Skyrim.
Okay, so the guy in the beginning that was like with you, and you were about to both get beheaded. You're talking about.
No. I'm talking about Oblivion.
Okay, you're talking about Oblivion. Yeah, I never played Oblivion.
Oh, you never played Oblivion?
Played a
Oh
little
shit.
bit of it.
All right, well then like I don't know. I never beat the main quest in Skyrim all the way. Oh yeah,
Oblivion,
I did.
Oblivion fucked me up because I went to the dome in the middle of the field.
You always go straight to the dome.
And I went to the dome and I'm standing there. I'm like, how the fuck do I get in the castle? And I just kept hitting the dome. And they're like, that's the end of the game. And I'm like, this is fucking weird. And like, I was playing sports games at that time and just had started dabbling in RPGs. And it was like, this just doesn't make any fucking sense. How am I at the end of the game already? Like, I can't do nothing. So it killed it for me.
Do more.
Yeah. I just didn't do more.
Just keep doing more.
I just didn't do more, Mark. It was like in Fallout 3 when I kept going to the goddamn mailbox.
You can,
There was no fucking letters that ever came. It was sad. It was the saddest fucking playthrough ever.
Oh, dude, the mail's gone. There's fucking...
The mail never went.
What's his name?
Could you imagine how much of an aspect that would add if there was a mail carrier in Fallout?
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner was a
Postman.
mail carrier in Fallout? Who's the postman?
I think I have that movie somewhere. Yeah. Kevin Costner in The Postman. You never saw this movie?
No, I don't think I have.
It's not a great movie. It's like a dystopian
He was like an old
future.
West mailman?
He was bringing back the mail service.
Interesting.
And like a dystopian future, as people like to call it.
So why do they need a mail service if people can just email each other in the future?
They can. It's like a...
But this is VHS, so this is before
I guess not a
people were emailing each
dystopian
other.
future. This is like a post-apocalyptic future is what I meant to say.
Good stuff.
So like the world's kind of fucked. Everybody's living in like...
Everybody's living in a bubble.
It's kind of like Fallout a little bit.
I get
Slightly.
it. I dig it. There was actually a movie I watched kind of like Fallout. It was very interesting. It was a teacher. Now, complete spoiler alerts for this movie. It's a little bit of older movie. Okay. Probably like 2014, 2015. I watched it on Netflix. Can't remember what it's called. But this teacher makes these students live out these post-apocalyptic theories. And like, there's 5 students and all of them have to figure out how to survive the scenario. And every time there was a different scenario, the boyfriend of the main girl would die. So every time he would die, and then at the end, like the whole simulation was over and everything happened, you found out his girlfriend was sleeping with the teacher, but then the teacher shot himself in the head at the very end of the movie.
Spoiler alert.
I said complete spoilers, yeah. And he just shot himself, and it was like he was cheating because like they just broke up, and it was like, we can't do this anymore because I think the boyfriend had found out because he had survived, and then he found out that this guy had been setting up impossible scenarios for him to survive. Like, you're in a bunker, and you only have enough food to survive for a week, and there's 10 of you. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So obviously you're going to die. Like, you're going to die. Like, it's just there's nothing. Or you're going to do, or you got like a month's worth of food, and now, like, your fucking girl's got Clumlydia, but you still got to have sex. Like, so there's other girls, like, alluring you. And
did you
shit.
call
like,
it Clumlydia?
Maybe I did. Maybe I did call
Your
it.
girl's got Clumlydia.
Have you ever heard of the Clumlydia story? Which is actually called the Jolly Rancher story?
No, but it's I like Clumlydia.
Okay, so Clumlydia.
Better than chlamydia.
So this guy, his girlfriend comes over. Okay, they haven't seen each other in a long time. She's got chlamydia. Is it chlamydia or chlamydia?
You said it right that time. Chlamydia. It's chlamydia, but you call it chlamydia. Chlamydia.
Chlamydia. So Chlamydia comes over.
Chlamydia.
And they haven't seen each other in a while. This is Mark and Chlamydia. Okay, Mark and Chlamydia haven't seen each other in a while. And Chlamydia comes in, and so he's like, they're getting it on. So he goes to eat her out, and she kind of smells, and he doesn't want to say anything. So he's like, fuck, what do I do? It kind of tastes nasty. It kind of smells. But he wants to, like, please his girlfriend. So Clumlydia, oblivious to what's going on, Mark's going down on her. He puts a Jolly Rancher in his mouth.
Why'd you have to make his name Mark?
Okay. So Jake is going down on Clumlydia, and he puts a Jolly Rancher in his mouth. And the Jolly Rancher falls out into Clumlydia's vagina, and he's like, I'll get it. And she's oblivious to what's going on in this whole scenario. So Jake reaches in and pulls out what he thinks is the Jolly Rancher in the dark, but it's actually a pocket of Clumlydia. Like,
chlamydia.
And he bites into it, and it just oozes all in his mouth. And that's the Jolly Rancher story.
Dude, that's disgusting. Why did you tell me that story? That is the most disgusting story I've probably ever heard. Oh my God. I apologize to the listeners and viewers of Buncha Podheads number 10. This must be why we went to the future and just skipped 10 and went straight to episode 11.
I think that's why we skipped 10 past the Clumlydia story.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right. I gotta get that out of my brain.
Yeah.
The image you created, the picture you painted.
I picture like a little peanut. Like,
Oh, just stop. Just stop.
Like a circus.
Dude. I have to edit this. I have to hear that all over again. That is so gross. And I'm not one to get grossed the fuck out by a lot of things, but that was fucking gross, dude.
The Clumlydia story.
Chlamydia.
Told by
It went from Cumlydia to Clumlydia, and it's actually chlamydia.
It's chlamydia.
God, enough. Enough of the chlamydia.
All right, enough of the chlamydia.
Cumlydia, whatever you want to call it. I liked it until that last part.
Did you? Did you like into the very last part?
I did. So that's probably a good point. You wanna go live for a last live segment, or you just want to call it an episode? It's really up to you.
If we went live, it'd be a little bit short.
What do you mean?
I'm not gonna be here for much longer, so
Oh,
it'd be a little
gotcha.
bit of a short live segment.
All right. Well, people,
Yeah.
you didn't get a live segment this time because of Jesse.
Because of me.
I'll blame it on you.
You'll blame it on me at the
It
end.
makes it easier for me, though.
Just remember when you see like the spikes in the volume to just highlight that entire like 15-minute segment so you know that's where you're not wanting to listen.
I'll do that with the volume, but I'm not going to do it with the volume.
No, I'm just saying for when you're watching the video.
I'm just saying, you said volume
to
instead
save
of volume.
yourself. Volume. Did I say volume?
You
Did I say
did.
take a cup of volume and
You
watch the
did.
video when you're
No,
talking about it?
you were you were meaning volume.
I was
But you
meaning
said
volume.
volume.
Oh, no,
The way you
volume.
said it made it seem like I'm going to up my dosage of volume. So take a couple volume.
Take 4 more volume.
And cut that shit out, bro.
Cut that shit out right there.
Cut it out, Uncle Jesse. Oh, your name is Jesse.
It
And I
is.
didn't sound anything like Uncle Joey.
No, you didn't.
All right. Sorry, people.
Sorry that you had to hear that story. Actually, I'm
Me
not
too.
sorry you had to hear that story because I was the one that said it, obviously.
Sorry, not sorry.
Obviously, I'm not bothered by it.
Well, with that said, this was episode number 10. Expect one from the future next for episode number 11.
Yeah.
And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Follow us on all of our social handles.
Yeah, on all the social fucking media out there.
Yeah, there's
Instagram.
Twitter.
We're on
Instagram,
Twitter.
Matt Archer, fucking everywhere.
Hayward over here. The Western Jesus here, even though I'm not really on there much.
I'm still on Twitter and Instagram. I do T-shirts still on Ray John. I'll have to show you a couple of my T-shirts. I've actually
I think I
made
deleted
like
it.
200 and some T-shirts. I haven't made any money, but like I just use it as like
I did. I made like $5, a little over $5.
I made
Somebody
like
bought
30,
a shirt, but I
37
never
cents.
cashed in on it.
Yeah, I made like 37 cents, just like super liking shit. But like I made a bunch of T-shirts that are like, to me they're really cool. Like I made some wrestling T-shirts. I made like some meme T-shirts.
Nice.
Yeah. Like,
Anything else you want to throw out there before we go?
No, I don't know.
All right. Well, speaking
don't
of
think so.
T-shirts, T-shirts are available at mattarcher.threadless.com.
I need to get like I just need to bring a T-shirt over and have you make me one.
Well, I mean, I can't do that right now anymore because I don't have a printer
True.
anymore and I don't have a way of really doing it. But
I go to the
I
mall.
would if I
can go to
could.
the mall and make a custom shirt.
Or you could just buy one at mattarcher.threadless.com.
Well, yeah, I can't fit in the Matt Archer thread list though, but they can. They can fit in the Matt Archer
Oh
thread
yeah,
list.
they got
It goes up to 3X.
3XL.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which I
shit.
can fit in a 3X. I just.
Well,
not-
fuck.
not,
Maybe someday I could find something better then.
maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe my idea will pan out and I'll have a shirt press. Because
That'd
my
be
idea
sweet.
is to have like.
I have the transfer stuff for all that. I just didn't have the press.
I have so many like Cloud Warrior idea. Like, I don't know if I told you about the Cloud Warrior thing, but that's separate from the.
You'll be designing that stuff before long too.
Yeah,
so
couple
shit.
months.
Maybe we'll have to fucking throw in on some stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Good shit.
Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, I guess.
I don't think we have any
keeps saying we're on
adaptations,
there,
but
so.
people always point, like, just click fucking right here. Like,
No, none of that's gonna be happening.
Yeah, it's
at the
not.
end.
But you are gonna see, like, my finger fucking poke Mark a lot.
You're not.
You're probably
especially
not.
if you're an audio listener. You're not gonna be seeing shit.
But you are gonna hear it.
That's true. That part is true. Yeah, I think that's it.
Is it a cast?
Uh,
Is it a cast?
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. Is that like instead of the do it live? Is that a cast? Like we're just making our own shit. But it just sounded gay.
That a cast? Look how loud you were when you did that.
Is it a cast?
But yeah, I guess we'll call it a podcast.
All right.
Until next time.
Cast pod. Until next time. Some beans. What was it? Limos?
Goodbye, Internet.
Limos.
Poops.
Start.
Self-confidence, getting thin, stressed out, futures.